Olas, olas, olas. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. My microphone was off. I was like, why don't I hear anything? It's because I'm an idiot. That's why. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsies, oopsies. I hope everybody had a phenomenal day. I hope your day was grand. And if it wasn't, it's only 11 o'clock. You still have a chance to have a good day. Somewhat. Somewhat. That is the positive outlook on things, is it not? This is everyone's favorite Minx, Minx Couture with minxradio.com. And this is Wicked Observations. Wicked Observations. Now, I tell you, I wrote it down this time. Because I said I have a lot of ideas and thoughts. And I sometimes forget like the shit that I want to talk about because my way my brain works. It's always pointing out like you saw this earlier and it bothered you, but you ain't gonna remember later. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not gonna remember later. So I wrote it down. I actually started some research last night. First, a lot of you guys are new. What is Wicked Observations? Wicked Observations is about a woman named Minx who sees things and says, that's not quite right. That is the premise of the show. It's not quite right. So what I do is I talk about what I think is weird or strange, and 9 times out of 10, it will get me banned. Yeah, taken the fuck down. Because you can't be moderately close to correct. You have to be 100% off, right? So I started today's show, first and foremost. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Even though I said to everybody I wasn't going to play any Aaliyah records on streaming because Ara Kelly, yeah. Yeah, y'all really think that celebrities, like when they write, like they put music out, that they're making that themselves? You know, R. Kelly wrote a lot of those songs y'all love and enjoy, and he's getting paid off of a lot of those songs that you love and enjoy. And I kind of feel iffy because it's like I appreciate Aaliyah's music, but you will not catch me playing her first album on streaming. I have the physical copy. I purchased the physical copy years ago. So I'm going to honor her legacy when she was alive to see it, that people bought her records, her physical copies. And, this is all we have left at the end of the day is ownership of things. And, again, the death of Aaliyah really hurt a lot of us. It was like a ripple effect of pain. We felt like we lost someone that we've never met. Like we had an emotional bond to a person that we have never met personally. But I'm pretty sure that, which I have said a lot of times, that I think Aaliyah, this was no accident. Just like Mary J. Blige said, that wasn't an accident. This was a murder. Those are her words. This is a murder. Those were her exact words that she said. Because then we didn't hear from her after that for a couple of years, if you remember. She kind of, she kind of dipped or was told, you know what you said, bitch. You know what you fucking said. You wasn't supposed to say that. So guess what? Now you're shelved. No music for you. Okay? So, speaking of celebrities, I have my first segment here, which is called You Are Not Allowed to Be Rich. You are not allowed to be rich. Minx, why would you even say that? That's kind of weird. Yeah. You're not allowed to be rich because now I really... Let's just say it.
Should I get him?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. What is up with you celebrities flying around in like private jets for 6 minutes 10 minutes, a city block, Air Drake. The Kardashians are under fire because they apparently, when it comes to the water situation, there is a problem. I'm gonna tell y'all. I saw this headline and I was like, y'all can't be serious. There was a headline of the Kardashians being in trouble because of water. There's a zoning situation, and the issue is that you're rationing water, but these celebrities they get a pass. Okay, they get a fucking pass. So it says this is on BuzzFeed News. BuzzFeed. They said Kim Kardashian and several other celebrities are facing backlash after a report revealed how much they've exceeded their home water limits by amid the California drought. Yeah. Shame on you. Shame on you. It says earlier this week, the Los Angeles Times released a report on several celebrities' excessive water usage amid the current drought in California, which has been listed as its worst on record. All 58 counties within the state has been under drought emergency proclamation since January. A second set of regulations came into effect in June, all of which require California residents to take certain measures in a bid to preserve the minimal water that is available. Officials have urged people to avoid overwatering trees and plants and turn off irrigation systems when it's raining, just to name a few couple of things. In mind, several of these internet users were outraged to learn that there are various celebrities who have excessive water usage during the ongoing drought. According to the outlet, the famous figures received formal notices about their limits from the Los Virgenes Municipal Water District, which runs the water service for Calabasas, Hidden Hills, and other LA suburbs. These notices of exceedance were reportedly sent to over 2,000 customers in May and June. And among that list of celebrities in question were the sisters Kim and Kourtney Kardashian, who have reportedly exceeded their limits by with the combined total of over 300,000 gallons this summer alone. This summer alone. Why? Why is that? Hey guys, so this is my Instagram, and look at us. We are swimming around in water, but we're not really swimming because we don't want to mess up our product. We don't want to mess up the product. So we just want, we're going to just like fill up this pool and we're just going to flex. Like that's all we're going to do. Okay. This is what's happening. I see them poolside all the time. And celebrities are getting in trouble now. Good for you. I'm so glad that you guys have finally realized that these people are literally, like if this was a hive, they would have to go. They're eating up all the food. They're drinking up all the water. They're splashing their face with Evian. That's not my problem. That is not my problem. So no, you are not allowed to be rich. People are saying in the comments, oh, you guys are pocket watching. You fucking right, we're pocket watching. We're the ones that are paying taxes. We're not getting paid enough at work. And some of us who are getting paid at work in a well way, we don't see it. Because everything, prices, gas, housing, food, everything is increasing with lower quality. And this is why I say, you motherfuckers need to be held accountable. Okay? You need to be held accountable. So you're reading shit like this, like, because these people are in the same pool, no pun intended, as us, as regular people, regular citizens. Regular citizens who, don't have a Birkin bag. Okay, we're sorry. We're not rich like you. But you need to foot the bill to import water if you're going to use that amount. And this is just one family. We're not even talking about the several other celebrities that are caught up in this. I thought it was very interesting, though, how they mentioned the Kardashians. Not like I don't get it. the Kardashians. Why keep naming them? Let's talk about somebody else. Sylvester Stallone, 195,000 gallons in May. Dwayne Wade and his wife, they use a whopping 489,000 gallons of water in May. Right? They have done everything they can to rectify this situation. Sure you did. Whatever. The rich eat the rich, right? Is that what they say? Eat the rich? That is ridiculous. That is hoarding. That is being completely unfair. Y'all get on us for opening fire hydrants. These mofos are not only opening fire hydrants, they have a whole water tower in their shit that they have to share with other residents. So give me and spare me the bullshit. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. It's okay. It's not okay to be poor. You can't be poor. You're not allowed to not have any money. You're not allowed to have any debt. You are not allowed to just exist, right? You have people that are homeless, that are falling asleep and finding places that are safe and warm for the night, which is under bridges or in hallways, with doorways of businesses, who are getting tickets because they're poor. Getting tickets because they're poor. It is illegal to be poor. It's illegal to not be able to pay your bills. Right? I'm just being totally fucking honest. It's not right. So yes, you rich people, we're going to come after you for every fucking flight that you take. Why do you have a private jet? Yes, I'm pocket watching. You pocket watching me. Okay? You are pocket watching the fact that I'm poor. So I'm pocket watching the fact that you are rich. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. I hope you lose all your riches, every last one of you. Yeah, God, I hope every last one of you lose everything. Because then you have people like DJ Khaled, right? DJ Khaled, who goes out here and says that God, the creator, the all-seeing, told him to purchase a $3 million watch. Interesting. A $3 million watch, you're telling us that DJ Khaled is trying to tell us that God told him to buy it. Let's listen to the clip. I want y'all to hear the clip so you can see what I'm talking about.
Telling me God told you to buy this $3 million watch.
It's Calvin and Future, and it's $3 million.
Who told you to buy it?
God did.
So you telling me God told you to buy this?
What God? What God? Not my God. Not my God. Because my God wouldn't tell me to buy no fucking $3 million watch. My God would tell me to take that $3 million and try to feed a village, or try to help someone, or try to build something that would do something, plant a seed that would bear fruit for people. But God told you to buy that watch, a $3 million watch nonetheless. I don't get it. DJ Khaled, of all people, who doesn't care about his own people too, right? You have his people. I don't want to say he's Palestinian. I'm not really 100% sure, and I'm not going to Google it now. All I know is that his people, the country that he is from, has called him out several times for not speaking out regarding his people. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all Google it, look it up. That's what that's what they are saying. His people are saying that. Go, he has all this money, he has this, he's that. He doesn't ever speak out for us or speak up on what we are going through here. Nothing. But God told you to buy a $3 million watch. Why would God tell you to buy a $3 million watch if time does not exist? I'm just speculating. Time is not real. Time does not exist. This is a figment of our imagination. Again, this is why this is called wicked observations. Because this is exactly what I have been observing, is a lot of people that have recently came out stating that they are of God, of Christ, speaking directly. Kendrick Lamar wearing the diamond crown of thorns. Why? The baby hanging from a cross. Why? You see, I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic. But I do think it's mighty strange that they keep making mockeries of that particular religion. Like, you don't ever see them mocking Allah. You don't ever see them mocking Buddha. Like, nothing like that. Just Jesus and the Christian church. Why is that? If anyone can answer that for me, that would be dope. That'd be dope. Because it seems like it's an easy target. A lot of people have said over the years that the Christianity, the story of Jesus and all that stuff was a ripoff of, it's a caricature of other religions and beliefs, which I've said, I don't know what to believe in that. I don't know what to believe. I am a person. You're telling me that I have to pray for someone to save me from darkness, save me from sin, but I'm saying to myself, I didn't ask to spawn into hell, though. I didn't ask to spawn into hell. If you're trying to talk about we needed to be saved from something, Jesus is going to return and save us. Save us from what? Ourselves? This evil world? Why is this world evil? A lot of us didn't sign up for that. I signed up to be born again, right? Reincarnation. Some of y'all believe in that. I signed up for that. Am I here to fight a battle or something? Was I preparing my whole life for battle? Because if that's the case, I just really would like, a lot of us want to know the end game. What is the end game? What are we here for? You gave us gifts. You gave us talents. You gave us reasoning. You gave us logic. You gave us intelligence. What are we supposed to do with all of this? When you have people that have things that we don't have, which is money, which is being able to manipulate, which is to create fear and to create panic and to force people to live lives that they don't want to live just so that they can work and pay taxes for a place they don't want to fucking live at. Think about it. You have your house. You like your house. You like your house. You minor imperfections. You like your house. It's affordable. That's the first thing they say. It's affordable. As long as it's affordable, you're cool. You don't care about the fact that it's not what you wanted. This is not the house you wanted. So you have to work hard for that to get the things that you want. But how can you get the things that you want when you're being held back with certain debts that you really should, I'm not going to say you shouldn't be responsible for your bills, but why do you have to pay for school? College education. Y'all tell us as kids that we can be whatever the fuck we want to be if we put our minds to it. Some people did that. And now they are in debt up into their eyeballs. They dream about bills. That's how bad it is. Why isn't school, especially specific professions, right? Now, if you want to be a doctor or a nurse or EMT or whatever, we know that there's special schools that you have to go to attend that. But at this point, I'm saying to myself, because I didn't have the college experience, I can't speak on it. But did you really need a college experience? What did you learn when you were in college besides partying and hanging out and getting into trouble? Because that's all I see is people talking about drinking and going to parties. I've never really sat there and saw a person that is in loans up to their eyeballs from college. I literally, as a person that worked in HR, was told to toss those applicants to the side. You ain't coming for my job. This is what we were told. So we were told to toss those applicants to the side. Okay. Not only do we toss the applicants to the side, we were also told that we had to fill them out over the phone if they sounded like educated. Were you educated or too educated for the position? So, you are already having strikes up against you because you are well versed and intelligent. You have to be able to work at a job that you are willing to be trained. They don't want people that they can't train. So the whole concept and idea of college makes no sense to me, because you're not going to college to make any type of life skills for the job. You're just going there to learn academics and shit that has nothing to do with the job. Can you count? Can you do calculus? What the fuck does calculus have to do with a customer screaming in your fucking face? Please tell me. All of that school just to be told that you did not pick up the right shoe size. A lot of people are working at jobs that they hate. They absolutely hate. They go to sleep crying because I have to go see Cindy tomorrow with this bitch constantly telling me to try her egg salad. Yeah. You guys get up every day excited for that. I don't. I left a cubicle life. I left the going into work every day, and I'm blessed to say that, because when I literally said to myself, I'm never working again, and I was never meant to work for anybody but myself. I meant that shit. I really did. And I'm not trying to be like Beyonce and telling you guys to go quit your jobs. What I'm telling you guys to do is you need to review what your passions are. And you were given gifts for a reason. The pandemic allowed you financially, they just gave you money that you got to pay back, that they want back, like the White House, putting people on blast, Republicans on blast for not paying their bills. PPP loan forgiveness, aka not paying the bills. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Someone decided to be edgy. Okay. They decided to be edgy. So I'm going to get another song on. And I'm actually going to come back with my conclusion about this FN Mecca crap. Okay. Because this is the part 3. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about it, but I need to get something else off my chest. We already established my thoughts. I said that I feel that Tekashi 6ix9ine is the person behind that blackface mask. I could be wrong, but I have some more wicked observations about that, and we're going to come back from this record here. I hope I do it right, because I couldn't do it earlier. I was so pissed. Let's get this on. They don't believe that I have a good ear. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'll be coming across stuff. I'm a curator, for real. I'm not one of those fake, I hate to say it, I'm not that. This is actually a picture on the screen of one of my homies who actually had a chance to meet Aaliyah. Coach Sean. I love talking with Coach Sean on Twitter. He's actually very, very cool peoples. A lot of similar interests, and definitely worth it. Worth the conversation and the follow. So please make sure y'all follow Coach Sean. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty of this dude again. Right? But he looks a little different, doesn't he? He looks a little different, and he looks different because he claims, Kyle the Hooligan claims, that according to Hip Hop DX, FM Mecca's voice, #Kyle the Hooligan, says Capitol Records ghosted him and took all of the profit. Hit the link in the bio to watch more. Now, my question, why don't you just write the fucking article as a caption? Like, what the why do y'all go extra like that? Ain't nobody gonna be clicking that shit. Anyway, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I don't think that this is him. I don't think this is him. Because on TikTok, FM Mecca was always portrayed as having a look, right? He was always portrayed as having this look, right? No beard, no nothing. It was almost like in your face, a Mandela effect they were generating. That he had a beard. When did he have a fucking beard? Because you look in these pictures, he looked black here. He looks black there, doesn't he? He don't look black here. Right? I'm just keeping it a buck. He don't look the same as this. So, racist AI rapper. Y'all are calling him a racist AI rapper. Listen. They had to do damage control. They had to do damage control. And this is why we got this. Okay, so I want y'all to hear what he says, and I'm going to point out the red flags of this wicked observation because I'm not buying it. Okay? So let's have a listen, and you tell me.
So I know y'all probably been hearing about this FM Mecca stuff. People been DMing me, like, and I try to keep it quiet because I was gonna really wait till this shit blew up for real and then like went after them, because basically it was like they came to me with this AI shit and was like, would I want to be the voice of it? And I thought it was gonna be like some collaboration. They promised me equity into the company, percentages, all this stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, there's about to be some collab, something different for me, so where I could do my music and be on some AI stuff with this FM Mecca character. So everything's going good. Next thing I know, this Kyle the Hooligan. So I know y'all probably been hearing about this
Hold on, my bad. I honestly, I don't know why that fucking happened. It shouldn't have happened. I must have clicked something by accident, but y'all get the drift. Y'all get the drift. I'm not buying that shit. I'm sorry. He wasn't looking like that. He didn't have no beard. He did not remotely look like this. It just seems like overnight they changed how he looked just so he can mirror that, hey guys, hey black people, don't be mad at us. He was black. He had a right to say nigga because he's black. You see? I'm not getting this from this. I'm not getting this from this. Capitol Records. First of all, Capitol Records specifically said that they were not going to reveal the individual, right? He said he was waiting until everything, this is Kyle the Hooligan. He said he was waiting for everything to blow up before he approached them. This is not the behavior of someone whose likeness, voice, music was stolen from them. Oh, you better believe I would have been singing like a fucking canary. People, especially musicians, who literally show screenshots of every little fucking thing that they do, and they show people, oh look, this celebrity wrote to me. Oh look, this celebrity said I was cool. Y'all show every little thing. So you telling me that Capitol Records gave you, they took your voice. You didn't tell nobody that? It just doesn't make no sense to me. I don't think that this is accurate. I don't think that this man, I don't think it's him. I'm still going to stand with my ideas and say that I think that this is Tekashi 6ix9ine. Come on, man. Listen, man. I'm not getting that. People said, "Oh, why don't you play the music?" And I'm not playing the music. I'm not playing the music. I could just tell you right now that this is not the same character that they were portraying. This is not him. And why is it? Why is he the voice of FN Mecca speaks out? Look at all these blue check motherfuckers. Hey, God don't like ugly. I hope you get the deal you deserve. That man, has Capitol Records said that yes, this is the person? Had they admit that yet? I don't think that they have admitted that yet.
What's going on, everybody? This Kyle the Hooligan.
Why the fuck do they keep playing that?
What's going on, everybody?
Hold on. Kyle the Hooligan. Hi, Kyle. Hi. You dropped a bag because you wanted to be greedy. You couldn't pay me. Imagine the music industry coming to you and says, look, we like your voice, but we don't like you. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer you an opportunity to record and use your voice, but we just don't want you to have any association with that. Yes, tell me where. Tell me where to sign. That's basically what you're saying. Is that happened? Like, they took my voice, so I was going to wait for them. You are a fucking liar, bro. Not it. Not it. And I'm not buying it, and I don't agree with it, and I don't really give a fuck who doesn't agree with me. This is bullshit. They are trying to escape and evade, okay? And again, those of you who do not understand how AI technology works, I'm going to explain it again. You have a bot. Empty. You give it data. A lot of it. 10 hours. Remember Johnny 5? Input. Input. That was Johnny 5. Input. Everything was input, right? So after that, you guys tried to market this shit, right? So you gave it all the input and all that stuff, and then now it's regurgitating by mashing up ideas that you have trained this bot to generate new content off of something that's old, which a lot of us, why I say humans are just like computers, because that's how we are as human beings, right? If a person, like let's say Chris Brown, listened to Michael Jackson for 100 hours a day as a child, when he got older and he became a singer, he's going to emulate specific octaves. He's going to emulate specific dances and cadences because he's listened to that and conditioned his brain that this is what it is to be a performer. So that's what it is, right? You can't say AI, because what you're basically saying is that artificial intelligence, algorithms as well, are racist. That's the bottom line here. This is what you're saying. You are admitting, low key, that the algorithm is racist. And that wouldn't be incorrect at all. Because you have black creators like myself, we get flagged. We can't even use our own AVI. We can't even have our own vernacular, right? We do songs, the sound is muted on TikTok, but the same Caucasian creators take that sound and blow it up and it is perfectly fine. So maybe the algorithm is racist. Maybe AI is racist. And it's only because of the data that is being fed. So just like you have children that are usually clean slates in life, how do they wake up one day to hop up on an Omegle to call people the N-word just out of nowhere? And that's actually one of trending stories is Omegle. Is Omegle. And those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's just pretty much webcam speed dating, right? You don't have to date the person. You just, a lot of creators in gaming use it. I know a couple of creators in VR use it. So they dress up as their avatar and they talk to regular people like you and me and create a show out of it, which I think is dope. It's ingenious. But what do you do when you have a show and the majority of the people that pop up on the screen call you the N word, right? This is why Omegle is trending. I'm not going to play it here because it was disgusting to listen to. But it's a gentleman by the name of something about chickens at some chickens on Twitter who posted up an uncensored version of his TikTok video of Caucasian people calling him the N-word, ladies and gentlemen. And these people think it's funny. And I've often said to myself, whenever I encounter a person that is quote unquote racist or says racist things online, in gaming libraries even, the N-word haunts me, right? I didn't ask to be a black woman. I didn't ask to be black. But the fact that you look at my blackness or review my blackness as being something of disgust, where you have to associate what was originally a name of a country, Niger, and you want to use it as a negative slur towards me. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even think half of these people are racist, right? Meaning that they would, curb stomp somebody. Oh, you're not supposed to say that, Minx. I did say that. It's still racism. It's just the level of racism. Were you willing to kill a black person because of the difference of skin color? They're not at that level. They are at the shock value level. And I don't get shocked anymore because at this point, I'm like, you keep throwing it at us, the N-word at us, to get a rise out of us. And I started saying to myself, if we stopped responding, you N-word. Okay. And anything else? Like, if you stop responding to that, what else are they going to use? Oh, you monkey, you this. Well, I'm not going to I'm not going to answer to things that I'm not. I'm not going to do that. And too many black people, we fall into the trap of that shit. He called me the N-word. Off with his head. No, I'm going to let him shoot himself in his own foot. Because you're going to call the wrong person that. It's going to cost you a job. It's going to cost your reputation, your children's reputation, knowing that their mommy or daddy says the N-word. You're going to do it to yourself. It's not my job to assist karma with that. Okay? It's not my job to help karma. Karma said, I got this. I got this. We just have to stop responding to hate with more hate, negativity, more negativity. You just have to stop responding to the shit. I literally just started saying my last word and blocking people. Yes, my words will haunt you, bitch. What you gonna do? Hop on the burner? I'll block them all. We have to stop giving shit our energy. And too many of us fall into that trap. Okay? So I literally I don't get people. I really don't get people. I want to talk about, we talked about Kyle. We talked about Omegle. Yes. We talked about Kim Kardashian. We talked about Aaliyah. Okay, so I want to talk about this shit. Okay. Y'all not gonna believe this shit. It says an Italian man tests positive for COVID-19, monkeypox, and HIV all on the same day. Same day. Same day. that must be a doctor's fucking nightmare. To, that must be a doctor's nightmare. To come into work expecting to see the normal, rustle and bustle of colds and flus and maybe even broken limbs, but never would you expect to come into work to have to work on someone who is tested positive for COVID, monkeypox, and HIV in the same day. All transmittable diseases, airborne, as well as with the droplets, liquid ways. Please explain this to me. Like, how does that even fucking happen? I'm going to read the article, even though a lot of these articles are, in my opinion, they're just questionable to me. A lot of it is fear porn to me. I think this was meant to frighten people based on the description. So how about we get into that? Hold on, I'm just sharing the live because I just started a new Twitch account after our reconciliation. Yes, we reconciled. Okay. So let's read this article because it's really frightening. Okay. It says, an Italian man became the first in the world to test positive for COVID-19, monkeypox, and HIV all in the same day. The unidentified 36-year-old first developed a fever, sore throat, and headaches 9 days after returning. You hear that? 9 days. I want you to listen to how they write this shit. 9 days after returning from a trip from Spain, where he had unprotected sex with other men, according to the case study of the Journal of Infection. Let's just pause right here. Because what bothers me about this shit is the fact that you have an individual who literally does not care for himself, who exposed a lot of people, by traveling, right? What did Fauci say? What did Fauci say a couple of months ago before he decided he was going to leave? Fauci said, was it Fauci? No, it was Bill Gates. I'm sorry. They're both the same. They both look the same. They might be the same. Bill Gates said how weird it would be if the next major pandemic was transmitted through planes. And he sure did say that. And I sure did make a video about that. And TikTok sure as fuck did take it down for misinformation. What is misinformation? If it's coming directly from the source of a teleconference phone call that too many people were not interested in listening to. They were too busy on Twitter Spaces talking about fucking NFTs. This is what that's about. But you have a person like myself who is the media, right? Y'all can, no, you don't. Yeah. I am the media. I have media credentials. I'm able to go up in a fucking backstage concert if I wanted to. I'm able to publish press releases from Minx Radio. Directly, Minx Radio is part of my Minx Couture LLC brand. So when people come to me talk about, oh, you ain't, I know what the fuck I am. This was a teleconference that was available to the public nonetheless, that nobody cared to listen to besides the people that really care about what's happening. And he fucking said that. He was going to, what would happen, just for a hypothetical. You realize that every fucking hypothetical that Fauci and Bill Gates has had has come true in about 6 months? Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to hear about that. That's a you problem, not me. I'm aware and I am observant because I have a family. I have a family. And I have to be observant. I have to see what's going on to protect me and mine. But too many people are too worried about who the fuck has the best, who's number one, who's the GOAT, who's this, who's that. Y'all care about that? But leave us to our devices to use platforms and to have hell of amount of equipment to do what we do, to use it to do what we, to talk about what we're talking about. I could be gaming, but I am at 11 o'clock, fashionably late, but at 11 o'clock talking some wicked observations of what I'm seeing happening in the world that's affecting us as people and citizens of this country, citizens of this world, and as a musician. You can't fucking put music out in a climate like this. I say it all the time. You can't put music out in a climate like this. It's too negative. Nobody's checking for anything that makes them feel good. They want the fear porn. They want the panic. They want this and that. Okay. But anyway, back to the Journal of Infection. There is a PDF that actually outlines this disgusting story. Okay. So let's keep going. June 20th. We're looking at the time frame. Let's zoom in on that. Okay. June 20th. He traveled from Spain. 9 days after that, he had symptoms. July the 2nd, but 9 days after that was June 29th. July the 2nd, he was positive for COVID. July the 6th, he had swabs that were positive for monkeypox virus and the genotyping Omicron BA.5.1. So first of all, how the fuck do you become positive for SARS-CoV-2? And then 4 days after that, July the 6th, you now have CoV-2 genotyping Omicron BA.5.1 and an HIV-1 infection diagnosis. My question is, I'm trying to tread lightly so I don't fucking get blocked. I'm just speculating. I just have a question. Was this man vaccinated? Right? Was this man vaccinated? Because what bothers me about this conversation is the fact that CoV-2 genotyping Omicron BA.5 and 1 resulted with an HIV infection diagnosis. What caused this in the matter of 4 days? Because I know that Spain probably requires you to have a vaccine in order to fly. I'm not sure. And we're going to look into that because we need to find out, was this man vaccinated? Because how the fuck you go from June 20th to July 19th positive for HIV, monkeypox, and in this situation, COVID. Okay. So he says, as this is the only reported case of monkeypox virus, SARS-CoV-2, and HIV co-infection, there is not enough evidence supporting that this combination may aggravate a patient's condition. The researchers said that the case emphasizes that sexual intercourse could be the prominent way of transmission of monkeypox. The predominant way of transmission of monkeypox. Okay? So if sexual intercourse could be the predominant way to transmit monkeypox, then why the fuck are kids coming up positive with it? It's just an assessment, just a simple question. If it is a sexually transmitted infection, how are kids coming down with this? Therefore, a complete screening is recommended after a diagnosis of monkeypox. They want a sexually transmitted infection screening. In fact, Our patient tested positive for HIV-1, and given his preserved CD4 count, we could assume that the infection was relatively recent. They noted of the patient who previously also had syphilis. It's like you guys are trying to force this monkeypox shit to be like the COVID. Like, why would you do that? As these pathogens continue to spread, individuals can be simultaneously infected with monkeypox virus, and making it difficult for physicians to perform the correct diagnosis. Healthcare systems must be aware of this eventuality, promoting appropriate diagnostic tests in high-risk subjects, which are essential to containment as there is no widely treatment available. There's no widely treatment available, but people are taking a vaccine for it. I just asked the questions. I don't know what else to question with this, because this is very, very nerve-wracking, especially for the idea of children catching this shit, and you are telling us that it is a sexually transmitted infection. Bisexual men, gay men that are transmitting and spreading this shit. So does that mean that if women catch it, does that mean that their significant other is playing pinball somewhere? This is going to destroy a lot of families with this rhetoric. We know that this shit is not monkeypox. This is not no monkeypox. I've already said what I believe this shit is. We've already went down the rabbit hole of discussing what this transmission was. And you know what? I'm gonna get it on. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? I'm going to Instagram. Damn, girl. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I made your day. Okay, so we're going to go down to, where is it? Here. I post a lot of shit, my bad. So I want you guys to listen to everything they say, and then you'll see why. And again, this is the original source, which was that conversation that they had with the teleconference. And this was May the 27th was when I did this video. Okay, so y'all listen to it. I'm going on mute. All right, listen to this. This is directly from the source. Not the Source magazine. I mean the source, CDC source.
U.S. states and several countries to help investigate the monkeypox outbreak. As of this morning, there have been 1 confirmed monkeypox case and 4 confirmed cases of orthopox virus in the United States. Orthopox viruses are the family of viruses that includes monkeypox. Because we confirmed 1 and there are 4 additional orthopox cases, we expect to receive samples on the other 4 cases today or tomorrow for further characterization. For the purposes of this response, however, healthcare providers should assume these are monkeypox and manage them as monkeypox cases.
You say, okay, what if a bioterrorist brought smallpox to 10 airports? You know, how would the world respond to that? That there's naturally caused epidemics, and bioterrorism caused epidemics.
Now you see this? They said that they don't have a way to test for this shit, yet they invested in the tests for this shit. You see what I'm saying? Aren't you tired of being lied to? Y'all said that this to treat it like it is. Treat it like it is monkeypox. But the orthovirus or whatever virus it is, hold on, I'm not a fucking doctor.
And
Hold on, let me just let
multiple
this play
U.S.
on mute because we're gonna pause this where I need it. So again, this was a CDC media telebriefing. They briefed the media regarding the monkeypox investigation, and this was a phone call conversation that was on May the 23rd, 2022. It contains the phone number and who to contact if you want to come after me and say, Minx, you are spreading misinformation. Okay.
Monkeypox case.
Let's go. Hit play. Now, the next part of this is talking about the orthopox virus, right? It is a family of viruses, right? And it's in the family of the Poxviridae, right? Which is in vertebrates, mammals, and humans, right? Now they're saying that there are 12 species in this, which is associated with smallpox, hello, camelpox, cowpox, horsepox, and monkeypox. They chose monkeypox because smallpox, you know, that y'all, they're going to upgrade that shit. I'm just letting you know. In these next coming days, what's up, that's grimy? In these next coming days, they are going to call this shit smallpox. And then y'all are going to hit me up and say, Minx, you're a psychic. And I'm going to say, no, I'm not a psychic. He says, I'm late, but I'm here. Yeah, no worries. He said, I'm not a psychic. I'm also live on Twitch for the visuals. So the orthopox virus. So when you're coming out with these stories, an Italian man tested positive and for all of these viruses, the COVID, monkeypox, and HIV, all on the same day, which is in the New York Post, and it dropped on August the 25th. Nobody's talking about it. Major distractions. Kim Kardashian, first side part. Nope. Aaliyah was the first side part. But Kim Kardashian did it, so that's news. But this shit. Right. And you know what? I wanted to talk about that too, to close the show. Right. That's grimy. I apologize, but I'm going to upload the entire show on my YouTube so you can catch what you missed. I covered up a lot, but you didn't miss too much. You know, I covered a lot, but you didn't miss too much. Some of the stuff you probably already know. Let's head back over to my Twitter page because I am appalled, right? I have a viral video right now on both Instagram and as well as TikTok, right? Viral video of my outrage of me saying that these mofos, like if you mofos allow these people to get away with what they fucking did to us, the family members that said you were selfish, the family members that said you had to stay away, the friends that said that, wow, you're a conspiracy theorist, the people that literally looked at you and said you don't deserve to have a job if you don't get with the program. You don't deserve to eat at a restaurant like the rest of us because you refuse to get with the program. Those people I'm talking about, right? Those people. We were conspiracy theorists, right? Because our gut instincts didn't mean shit. Our gut instincts, us being directly connected to Source and saying, Source, what is your opinion? Should I take this thing? And Source is like, if I created all illnesses, it will be in plants for you to cure yourself. That's what, not a plant, not a plant where they, use chemicals and all that shit to create something. Not that plant. Every illness and disease on the planet is man-made. It's man-made. But it can be cured with plants and herbs, The sea moss community, I thank you. Y'all held it down. Y'all held it the fuck down. And you elderberry mofos. Y'all held it down. And it's sad that they saw us healing ourselves and they took away that free money. No, take that shit away. They're figuring it out. They're taking elderberry. They're eating cod liver. They're drinking cod liver oil. They're healing themselves. We can't have this. Let's send them out. We'll tell them they can leave the bedroom. They can watch a little TV. But they can leave the bedroom. They can frolic around with the other people in the house, but they still have restrictions. They still have restrictions. So we were let out from timeout. We were let out from timeout. Right. Dodds Grimy says, I heard we had to be careful on the sea moss due to high mercury levels in the ocean now too, which they fucking did. That's why they tried to blow up the ocean. That's why they set that motherfucker on fire. They were like, nope. Nope. They figured it out. Everything is not healthy. I just found out today on Facebook that tattoos, doesn't matter what type of ink, tattoos are linked to cancer. Tattoos. A tattoo you got at 16 may be the cause of your cancer. Really, all of a sudden. Y'all did a study. So somebody really sat there and said, we're going to do a study. Not a study on where COVID came from. Not a study from where all these illnesses and diseases are deriving from. You're trying to use the idea of what most people have, which is tattoos. Yeah, they said it back in the 80s, and now they're bringing it back. Because they don't want you to be able to pinpoint why you're ill. They don't want you to pinpoint that. They don't want you to blame the food. They don't want you to blame the water. They don't want you to blame the air. They don't want you to blame anything but yourself. It's your fault that you're sick. No, it's not. I don't control electromagnetic frequencies. You do. I don't control 5G. You do. Y'all sat there and literally gang stalked and all that crazy shit people that were against what y'all are doing. That's Grimy says, I have a video for you to check out. Yes, please let me know. Let me know, because again, we have been saying this shit from the beginning. I said, don't listen to these people. What are you talking about, Minx? If you don't get it, then you can't do. I'm not gonna listen to these people. I don't mind you telling me I can't fucking go to the movies. Maybe I shouldn't go to the movies. Maybe I should be sitting home and watching some motherfucking documentaries on Tubi TV. Maybe me. I don't know. But let's listen to this tweet. It's called the COVID Apology Tour. There is an apology tour for everybody that is coming forth to say we were wrong. Let's get that clip on.
A report that just came out on August 19th, it basically implies that the mandates that they put out based on this two-dose vaccine were useless, that the boosters themselves wane in efficacy over time. So there is a limited limited duration value of all of this. But again, people are still following, Dr. Bhattacharya, this original guidance on the vaccines as if they reduce transmission. But the CDC is implicitly admitting now that they don't stop transmission of the virus. That was the entire basis of the vaccine mandates, were they not? And still going on for the CMS and for healthcare facilities all over the United States and schools and colleges.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the CDC has caused untold harm by basically not actually acknowledging the scientific fact that the vaccine doesn't stop transmission. And you're absolutely right, Laura. It's the basis for all these mandates on which so many people have lost their jobs. It's absolutely destroyed confidence in public health, and I think it's also had this knock-on consequence of reducing public trust in public and other vaccines that are actually quite important for public health. I think it's a complete disaster. It's not enough just to apologize or to acknowledge wrongdoing. It's just that there needs to be a fundamental.
That's the truth. That is the truth, Roof. That is the truth, Roof. Because y'all sold that idea to show, and this is what pisses me off. Let me know when you think when you watch it. I will. I saved it to my favorites just now. I'm a Rumble fanatic. I actually should have my show on there, but I ain't trying to be Alex Jones and shit. Um, we lost so much. We lost so much, and that's the thing that hurts me, and bothers me with so many people that I fell out with. You kind of started feeling like you were losing your mind for a minute. Like, damn, like why? Maybe I should just fucking get it, just so everybody could just leave me alone. I never let it get to that point. I was like, maybe God, the creator, the being, said, you know what? I'm trying to show you who your true peoples are, because when the end comes, you're not gonna be able to carry all these people on your back. You got to get rid of the weak people first. And I used to really cry over that. Like, damn. Every time somebody told me, "Oh, I got it," I'm like, "Oh man." I feel like it kind of felt like those zombie movies. When you're talking to somebody, you're really cool with them. Yeah, you know what? I really can't wait to get out of this. And they're like, "Well, I got to tell you something." And you're like, what do you have to tell me? And then you're sitting there like, why? Not you too. So I was like, not you too. And then, of course, you call up your friend or your confidant that is totally against the shit like you. And you're just like, yo, you heard of Tommy? Like, what happened to Tommy? He can't come to the... He can't come to Super Bowl, bruh. Why not? Why? What happened? Tommy... Tommy is he ain't one of us no more. he is yeah.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, he ain't with us no more like that. So yeah. And it's weird. I hate to feel that way, because that's how they felt like around us. That's how they felt around us. That's exactly how y'all felt. So we're having Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to talk about Frank, and they're like,
It's a trap.
what about Frank? He's not vaccinated. Well, he wants to come, and I don't want to be that person. No, Frank can't come. If Frank does come, I'm not coming, because if Frank does come, then Frank is going to kill us all. Okay? He's going to kill us all with his illness. He refuses to get with the program. You're just like, sorry, Frank, you can't come with us. So Frank is having Boston Market by himself, wondering why his friends have abandoned him. In the end, Frank stuck to his guns. And this is why Frank is literally chilling, right? I kept telling everybody, just, don't feed into it. Oh, my mom hates me. My dad said that he ain't gonna help me fix my car. My cousin said that he don't fuck with me no more. Like, come on now. Right, I never understood that. Why are y'all afraid of us? I really kept saying to myself, I have never been around people and cared about a vaccination status, to be honest with you. I've never cared. It's them that make it a big deal. And that's why I used to say, y'all are making it hot and you're making it weird. It's giving a lot of like Mark of the Beast shit. Like, what is so wrong with someone saying, you know what? Not for me. Not for me. Especially these doctors. I was telling my man the other day, I went to the emergency room. I had an emergency situation. The moment they find out that they're like, nurse, get this bitch up out of here. This bed is for people that care about their health. I'm like, really? Okay. He comes to me with the big nose thing, and I said to him very politely, he comes busting in, Minx, are you Minx? And I'm like, yes, I am. Takes out the big ass fucking paper shit, and I know that it has the Q-tips, and he's just like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
if you want treatment, you're gonna have to take this test. And I said, no, I'm not taking that. I've never taken a COVID test for the last 2 years. I've never taken a test. And he just looked at me like I had 10 heads. Do you want treatment? I said, I do want treatment, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for another reason. Well, you do know, because I was having heart palpitations. He's like, you do know that the one of the symptoms of COVID is fast heart rate. What? A fast heart rate is a symptom of COVID? Because all I saw that it was just cold symptoms. You had fever. I'm not here with a fever. You coughing. I'm not coughing. I'm not smoking bud. I'm not coughing. I'm not doing any of the shit that you are accusing me of. So why do you need to do it? And when I tell you this man left, breathing is the new main symptom. It has to be. It has to be. So again, I hate the fact that, I have friends that are vaccinated, right? It just feels like it's a taboo subject to ever bring it up. And I don't bring it up out of respect for them. And as long as they respect me by not bringing up, the vaccinated, I don't bring up the, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to, let people realize that, you're not looking at them weird because they have been a vaccinated person or not. And the bottom line is, you have the CDC now saying that shit didn't work, didn't do anything, has nothing to do with anything. And I'm just like, we are not saying that we told you so, but we sure fucking did. Okay? We told you, we kept telling you, we kept telling you, we kept telling you. Wasn't trying to hurt you, wasn't trying to fuck up your bag, wasn't trying to do nothing like that. What up, Golden Love? Wasn't trying to do nothing golden like that. Wasn't trying to do nothing like that. We were just trying to warn people because we were concerned. And you're a person, like this gentleman on my Twitter account, he replies back that they changed the definition of the word vaccine. Of course they did. Vaccines, because I have an old dictionary that I keep. I put it up on TikTok. They took that down. I showed them what the original definition of vaccine was. It was to produce immunity for an illness, which also transmitted a little portion of a dead virus so that your immune system knew how to fight it off. Okay, that's what a vaccine was. In 2022, that's not what that is now. It produces protection. It produces protection. I'm going to leave y'all with this thought. And you're talking to a person that is a fucking nerd. Okay, I am a nerd. I'm into the big tech shit. I know how to do coding. I know how to build things with computers. I understand computer technology. I understand the metaverse. I have crypto universes, metaverses. I build crypto worlds. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The only thing that produces protection is an antivirus software. Think about it. Just think about it. The only thing that produces protection is an antivirus software. You see where I'm getting at? Antivirus software. Some of y'all bought new laptops. Some of y'all bought new computers. What is the first thing that is on that bitch? An antivirus software by who? John McAfee? We call it McAfee, Oh, look, I hate this fucking McAfee. No, it's McAfee. As in John McAfee. As in the dude that killed himself in jail. As in the person that created an antivirus software. Who's behind the virus? Bill Gates. And this is why I presented the idea. I said, I said to one of my friends, I said, I'm really starting to think that the human race is not the human race. He's like, why would you say that? Why would they try to put an antivirus software? Why would they try to inject us with antivirus software? Software? Yeah. Because, if there's one thing that they are letting us know as human beings is our time has run out. We have bots now. And if you're not willing to elevate and become a fucking bot, whether in entertainment, musicians, anything, then you ain't down. You ain't down with the merge. You down with the purge. because we're going to get rid of y'all because you don't want to be slaves. And everyone don't realize the word robot means slave. The word robot means slave. So the interface that Elon Musk is working on, which I've been studying greatly with the Neuralink and all that bullshit, you see, he was smart. Elon Musk was very smart. I really give a lot of these because I love supervillains. I have something gets me really hot about fucking supervillains. Not fucking them, but fucking supervillains. Because supervillains.
Oh my.
Supervillains are like, I watch a movie, like what did Robert De Niro said? Was it De Niro or Al Pacino? One of these mofos said, when I watch one of these movies, I root the villain. I root the bad guy, right? I root the bad guy. I root him on. These are the bad guys that we hear, right? These are billionaires that are trying to cash out by lowering the world's population. People are like, why would they? That's so ridiculous. My brother says to me, that's so ridiculous. Why would they want to kill us all? That would be useless. I'm like, well, how many people did Noah, how many people were able to fit in Noah's ship, Noah's Ark? How many people were able to fit that? Because we can't all fit, if catastrophe is coming, we can't, as the world's population, we can't fit that. So they gotta get everybody off the top. You knew this with the Georgia Guidestones, right? I said this was like textbook bullshit. Y'all light up CERN, and then after you light up CERN, immediately 2 days after that, they fucking blow up the Guidestones. Specifically about maintaining the world's population at X, Y, and Z. Then you have Nick Cannon dropping all these damn kids with his cannon, which is mostly stem cell shit. Yeah, you know what? If we don't realize that we are being harvested here on this planet, then I don't know what to tell people, right? I tell my little one, she cracks up every time she sees the moon. Mommy, look, the moon. And I start freaking out because I've been terrified of the moon since I was a child and I never knew why. And thanks to the beautiful people at TikTok that was able to sit down with me and say, Minx, the reason why you're afraid of the moon is because the moon is a soul trap. And yeah, you were probably trapped on that bitch maybe once or twice in your lifetime, your spiritual lifetime. And that's why you fear it. You see it. It's almost like a traumatic event. My mother could never understand. I would be crying, hiding under the bed, having a panic attack, begging them to close the windows and close them shut so I didn't see the moon. And my mom's like, I think she needs therapy. I'm like, no, I didn't know why. I thought it was an irrational fear. Like some people have irrational fears. That was an irrational fear and I can never understand. Prison Planet number 50. I believe it. I feel like this is a prison, right? We think we're free. We're not. We think we're able to speak freely. We're not. And I think that people don't realize that this is more of a prison than we think it is. Like I said, I don't believe in the concept of time. Time is bullshit to me. There's no way possible you're going to sit there and tell me that time exists. When I'm sitting here at 4 o'clock and it feels like it's 7. I'm sitting here at 10 o'clock in the morning and it feels like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm saying to myself, I know I got enough rest. I know I sleep. I know I drink a lot of water. Why do I feel like this is like something off with where we are at? It doesn't feel natural. It hasn't felt natural since 2012, which I did notice. And with all the Mandela effects and shit that everybody's talking about, right? I saw the most recent Mandela effect and I literally turned my phone off and turned around and went to sleep. I said, I don't have enough energy for this one. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I know we all saw the television show, Arthur, okay? Arthur. Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. Hey. This is where the Mandela effect begins. when you were growing up, did they say we could learn to work and play? Or did they say, well, we could learn to laugh and play? I'm going to tell you right now what they're trying to say that these mofos said. Work and play. I'm like, me don't remember that. Me don't remember that. I don't remember him ever saying, well, we could learn to work and play. Why would kids need to work? You're talking about a bunch of kids coming home from fucking first grade, second grade, and you telling them, well, we can learn to work and play. Work on what? And get along with each other. Well, we can learn to work and play. So I said, hell fucking no. I go over to YouTube. Yup, Ethiopia is like, how many years behind? Like 10 years, 11 years or something like that? Y'all sat here and changed Arthur on us. Or did they? Because I've watched every video that I could find, even on Wayback Machine, and they're saying work and play. I said, I don't remember them saying work and play. Even my little one who started watching Arthur before this was a Mandela effect was saying laugh and play. So my question is, again, did we merge timelines? Are we back in? I think we have gotten back on the timeline that we left from 2012, in my opinion. I've felt this for a while. The sun, I said, wow, we have clouds now. We didn't have clouds on the last timeline. We've had only chemtrails in the last timeline. I used to reminisce on how the clouds were so poofy, like they were cotton candy as a kid. And now all of a sudden, they're poofy like cotton candy. I was taking pictures of this, which I'm going to go back and make a whole collage to prove that we did jump timelines, because I was taking pictures of the sky in 2020, 2021, and 2022, right after they fired up CERN, was when I started noticing clouds again. People like, oh, you need to go touch the grass. It's not real grass either. Fuck. These trees ain't real. You fucking kidding me? These trees are not real. I'm in the Bronx, okay? Bronx, New York. I love plants, and people laugh at, they laugh at me about that. I love plants. I love planting. I love trees. I love all that shit. I used to walk around in my bare feet. My grandmother used to say, you're going to get glass in your foot. I'm like, I don't care. I just need to feel the earth under my feet. Right? Calluses and all. Don't give a fuck. Okay? Trees are not real. I walked by 2 trees the other day and touched it. And I said, this is fucking metal. Why all this metal? Go by children's schools. When you go to the supermarket, even I don't smell fruits. I don't taste them either. I had a strawberry the other day. And I said to my man, I said, yo, this shit tastes like a memory. Shit tastes like what? This is what, and back then, this is what a strawberry would taste like. This is what it tastes like. I had a grape. I was like, it don't have that kosh. I have a kosh thing. I like textures with foods. I've always been a texture person. And I remember how grapes had a kosh. It don't kosh no more. It goes like, and I'm like, it's hard, like an apple. No. Apples taste like horrible. They crumble in your mouth. Pause. They crumble. And I'm like, I go to the places that you have to pay more money because you're assuming that this is like a farmer's market, because I like to go to them. I don't like going to the supermarket because I'm like, I literally said, I said, yo, these don't taste like real strawberries. She's like, oh, no, it is. It's real strawberry. I'm like, no, it ain't. This don't taste. I bought these. They didn't go bad for 2 weeks. Like Cardi B said, she will not eat a fruit unless it starts rotting once you bite into it. Literally. It needs to have, once it gets air, it needs to change for me. Everything is GMO now. Everything is GMO. And I'm just like, why? Why does it need to be genetically modified? Everything is. I literally was watching this chick cook chicken on TikTok, and the shit was bleeding in the pot. And I'm like, y'all not putting these animals down humanely. Y'all not. Y'all just giving us like what they got left. Because you already know they hoarded everything. This is why they're giving us the fake shit. Because they took all the real shit. They took the real food. They took the real water. They took all of the land. They took the dirt too. They took all the shit. I really think they took one of everything? They took one of everything. And they pretty much said, Elon, you know what to do. Elon Musk is not even fucking human. I don't believe he's human. He doesn't look human to me. I seen one chicken that was oozing white stuff when it was baking. Yeah, because you know what? They're cutting off the bad parts and serving the rest. Oh, this one had a little bit of cancer, but we just cut the cancer off. We're going to just sell that meat the way that it is. And you kind of sit and ponder yourself and try not to go crazy and say to yourself, they want to surveillance us to death. They want to kill us slowly. They want to give us food that is not edible, water that is contaminated. Everything is contaminated. At some point, human beings, you know, I get mad. Again, I said, y'all, who the fuck are y'all waiting for a savior? Jesus is going to come and save us. But we all watch these podcasts and listen to these shows and read these self-help books about you need to save yourself from an abusive relationship. We have an abusive relationship with the people that control this world. We are consistently gaslighting, right? They gaslight us, they lie to us, they fuck us up, they take our money, they dictate. There is nobody coming, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe that. I believe Christ consciousness is us. Y'all believe that there's going to be some alien invasion? We are the aliens. I've been saying this for years. We are the aliens. We are about to invade, and they are getting scared. And what is the invasion? Waking up. That's the invasion. More and more people waking up. They're killing us. They are killing us. And more people that spread this message as they silence us left and right. It's going to be too late. And I end this show with this. If you don't believe anything that I've said, there is an amazing scene in Ants that I'm about to play. And I don't care if I get copywritten anything. I don't give a fuck anymore about monetizing these spaces that are not for us. Okay? So in the movie Ants, with the general, that scene, I think I have it. When he told, okay, so basically he was telling the little ant, about, what if it's only one ant? And then he says, there's only one ant. Ants, general, scene, one ant. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Ants. Even though I love that movie Ants, which had Aunt Jennifer Lopez, her dumbass in it. It was Bug's Life. The movie was Bug's Life. We was about to wake up at 2020, but they altered the timeline to stop us, and now we're back on that timeline. I strongly believe that that's grimy. I really do. But we're going to listen to this, and I want you guys to understand that they understand, and overstand that this was in a kids movie where kids are incorrigible. They don't expect adults to sit here and fucking watch this shit. They're going to be like, oh, they're going to go outside and they're going to smoke a blunt, and they're not going to even remember anything because little Timmy is watching this fucking Bug's Life movie. Okay? So I want you to hear it and let it resonate. Of course,
Don't forget
a fucking ad, as always.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, But we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this? You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay?
What did that mofo Aleister Crowley say? He said, "Do what thou wilt." The same slogan that Jay-Z had on his merch, "Do what thou wilt." Do what thou wilt with that information. One ant. All it takes is one ant to stand up. But we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're running out of time. We are running out of time. And I'm not going to sit around and wait for people to take heed to what I'm saying. So with that said, I will be back. I'm trying to do this on Stationhead every night, even though I did send a very interesting message over to Stationhead, which I'm going to read before we leave. Okay, so this is the message that I sent to Stationhead that a few people have asked me to see it through because they felt like I had some amazing points. So I hope Serena reads this shit too. No hard feelings, Serena. I'm just saying. So I said, okay, we get it. Stationhead acts as the front end for the industry streams, using BS fandoms, etc. Funny, this app completely lost sight of its original vision, which was to present social media radio to escape the radio. Yeah, so this is not that. This is false advertising, to be honest. I came to Stationhead as a brand ambassador back in 2019, and I've worked for free, even as a community host, etc. And I never got credit for anything or paid for anything for the amount of people that I did bring to this app. So now you focus on talentless fandoms who incite violence in the comments. I have screenshots available upon request. And lost focus on the entertainment artists and their music because all you care about is the lame stream media. How does this app expect to grow if you're not really caring about independent shows, hosts, and musicians? Nobody cares about BTS and these other BS stations. You, just like every other app, got black and brown faces to build it. And then what? People left because they got tired of building here in a space that does not accept our face. Channels. Why are we not allowed to play off-air music? We have to be live to do that? The fandoms get channels. For what? Playing their favorite artists all day? What do we have to do to get a channel for unsigned musicians? Because this makes no sense. You favor the channels that move and act like streaming farms. I'm sure there's maybe 100 people in one room logged into several accounts running up streams. This is Ryan's vision? Let me know, because as a person in media, it would totally suck to have to run a press release on my thoughts on this platform and company. Other hosts and artists have left it up to me to contact you folks in regards to this. We all should be allowed to run our stations like Real Radio, which is having an auto DJ that plays songs when we are not on air. Please don't take my word for it, though. You guys didn't pay me then, and I don't expect for you to pay me now for my time. I came back here to build. Let me know if that is a possibility. That's what I said. Yeah, they don't limit them to 5 hours. They don't do anything. It's a fucking streaming farm. That's what it is. Stationhead is a streaming farm. And a lot of us, a lot of us see it. But the day that I said the Stationhead was full of shit was when you had a bunch of people in a barb station mapping out how they would kidnap and kill Cardi. This is... that's allowed? That's allowed? Calling a child ugly and all this stuff because you guys are upset because of the distraction. Because this Nicki Minaj shit is a distraction. Every time they talk about something that has to do with COVID, it's a distraction.